Right, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Paul Morris, just to my right.
And of course, John Saundercock to my left. We've got a screen each. We're spoiled.
Yes, and we've got a telestrator as well, which I may remember to use. I've just got to obviously remember that it's there and also to turn it on before I use it. Otherwise, I'm just drawing stuff for no reason.
Yeah. We want to avoid drawing things that are irrelevant.
Yes, so, like conclusions.
No, they get done anyway. That's a added bonus for your entertainment.
Yes, call yourself spoiled.
So, interesting match coming up. Just a few minutes before we kick off. Give Simon and Brendan a bit of a break from their marathon against Jun and John.
Yeah, it's a good thing that they actually let the players take a break, because they're obviously riding some sort of high, or they're probably mentally exhausted after having just played. You even just give them 5 minutes to cool down, and they can recenter. So Jojo and Mia have had quite a while to actually get themselves off the table, have a drink, do whatever. So you need to at least give a little bit of that to Simon and Brendan.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, the games started at the same time, so irrelevant as far as the time for the finishing. From what I saw, it was fairly open matches between Jojo, Camellia and Wayne and Jacob, and congrats to Wayne and Jacob going through there to that far.
The two players from Hokitika getting to the semis.
Yeah, they had a fairly easy last quarter final. It was over pretty quickly.
Well,
I
remember last year Sheldon Kirby and Dave Moyman got all the way to the quarters, and obviously Jakob and Wayne have just upscaled that.
Yeah, they played very, very solidly in the quarter. Didn't really let the opposition have much of a chance.
Well, people
didn't really choke them out. They just capitalised on any little error and did the business.
Well, anybody who's lived in Christchurch for any length of time will have probably seen Jakob play. I mean, he's a class act.
Yes.
Well, he's a class act as a person, but he's a class player too.
Yeah, and his game's improved. His game's improved a lot since he did leave Christchurch, from what I recall as well.
Well, it's funny because Christchurch being the pool nexus that it is, you'd expect the players to get better if they come here from Hokitika, not the other way around, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yes, you would expect that.
Because Hokitika's a much smaller place. You don't get as much pull. You don't get as much competition. I'm not trying to bag on it or anything, but that's the reality as far as I'm concerned. Not to be fair, though, there are some incredibly good players in and around that area. I mean, Wayne Aitken being one of them. He's a class act, class player.
Yes, and he's since he started playing the Reds and Yellows a bit more seriously.
Meerkat.
Yeah.
Meerkat. Can you please give us the origin of that, Terry?
Yeah. Yeah, John, that was my game. Yep.
You and Barry did quite well too, I noticed.
Yeah, till we got to Wayne and Meerkat.
And then you just got thrown into the water.
Ah, yeah.
Blub, 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 blub,
yep.
blub.
Yep, they were a class step ahead of us the whole way. Yep.
They're also very different play styles too. Wayne's a very quick player, and Jakob, whilst I wouldn't call him slow, he's a lot more methodical. You see, Wayne's basically, if he sees it, he'll just play it, whereas Jakob likes to have a look.
Yes.
He's not, as I say, he's not a slow player. He just takes longer by design to play shots.
Yeah, this is the big difference with Scotch pairs to normal pairs, where both players need to be competitive. You can't have that having one player take all the business over as you do in normal pairs when you've got Scotch pairs. So having compatibility where you've got one player with strengths that are the weaknesses of the other and vice versa is actually makes for a really good pairing. Tim Shanaher and Claire Shanaher is an example I'm thinking of that comes straight to mind, with Tim being a bit of a, how can I put it, he's more aggressive than Claire. Claire's more considered. So, there's that side of it as well. I mean, Claire's
a really canny player, isn't she? I've seen it so many times, winning frames more through cunning than through ability to pot.
Yep.
Whereas Tim, from what I've seen of him playing, I've seen, thankfully, a growing list of his matches. He's quite an attacking player by trade. He likes to have a go. He likes to have a dip if it's there.
Yeah, so between the two of them, where you can actually talk between shots and rein someone in that's getting, straining at the leash where you need a little bit of restraint. That's where pairings have that overall strength.
The naturally yin and yang pair can find that medium.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the big difference in Scotch to normal.
100%, John. 100%. Also, I told you on the phone, I mean, obviously you and Leo did really well and tough lines for your loss. But it's also good on you for actually getting in here and doing some comms as well. It's great to actually hear...
Yep.
At least having one person here to do it for a length of time, but to be able to have two on to bounce off each other is fantastic, really. So good on you for actually getting in here and filling the seat and letting us into your world.
Yeah, having the comms, I mean, you could have the screen up all day, it's just boring as...
it's like watching grass grow.
It's grass grow when this... No, even the burble, if it's like rubbish, half of it, but that's, it's better than nothing, to be fair.
It's an entertainment, isn't it? And you get one thing that often people will say on the chat, or they'll tell me in passing, is how cool it is to actually watch their mates play, because you do tend towards having the top players play on the stream table, but every so often you'll get a less fancied player on there. They'll be a friend or a friend of a friend. There's maybe one more viewer you're getting because their friend is actually watching them play, and then they might come and tell their wife or their husband or their son or their daughter or even their dog to come and watch, and you've got more viewers. You it kind of spiders outwards, doesn't it?
Yep.
Centimetre friend.
Yeah.
I'm not Mrs. Claus, by the way. I don't look anything like her.
Oh, that's a fantasy thing, eh?
Yes. Just like a certain celestial being with 3 letters.
Yes.
But I don't really want to say much more about that because I'll probably get cancelled.
No, I don't really want to say what I was thinking either, John. Yeah. So the thing with the commentary is that or even the streaming is that it's an opportunity for players. You like to have that you might call inverted commas lesser players live streaming, because it gives an opportunity to have a look at the game and you actually learn from it. A lot of people don't like being on the TV tables, but it's where you've got someone that knows what they're talking about when they're commentating and they're watching your game. You've got that opportunity to actually learn from it, and it's probably I always felt that it was a good thing. I mean, I don't like looking at myself on the screen, but I do like seeing what I missed and how I did it. And I remember having a conversation with you, John, one day where you're saying that your game has actually improved from when you started commentating because you're starting to work out tactics and table a bit more, improvements in that. Your tactical side's better. So,
Yeah, 100%.
So there's that advantage with it as well. So, yeah, bring it on, to be fair.
5 minutes.
You get to 5 minutes, by the way, roughly. Pardon me. You did right, Paul, and there have been a number of people who have gone back and watched any matches that have been commentated on. Obviously, they're telling me because I've been commentating on their matches. It could be with you, it could be with anyone. But they'll say to me how cool it is to actually watch the match back and feel like their game improves because they can then see, oh, I've missed something, or why didn't I do that, or just something like that. And that wouldn't have been, you wouldn't have noticed that when you were actually playing. You're in the zone, you're not actually seeing what I'm seeing up here. I mean, I might be wrong as well.
Yes.
There's every chance I'm wrong, as they might be playing the right shot and I'm wrong, but if something's gone wrong on their end and they've then gone back and looked at the stream, they've gone and looked at the shot in question and they've heard me speak about a specific shot, and then they think to themselves, why didn't I do what John suggested?
Yeah.
Or why didn't I do what Paul suggested? Because had I done that, chances are I would have gotten further in the frame.
Yeah. I mean, this always...
Steve Tetton. I do want to very quickly note as well, and this is not going to be the first time
Hey,
I've
Steve,
done
how are
this
you?
up. How awesome is it to see two ladies in an open pairs final?
Yes.
How good.
Yes. But we don't want that happening too often, otherwise it starts bringing into question, do we need to have separate ladies matches if they're becoming that competitive in the open? Or is that like just...
Oh yeah, true. No, good call, Terry.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever seeing one lady in an open pairs final for the South Islands, at least for the South Islands. I've never seen it one lady as part of a pair, let alone an all-female pairing.
Yes.
I mean, Jojo is one of my teammates here at Cashmere, so I'm going to have to be very, very careful of being partial. I mean, I generally tend to shoot down the middle anyway.
As you should do.
But then you've got, you had the opportunity for Jun and John Carry-On to be in this final with them, and had it been for maybe a ball going in and being in position and then running the rack out like it could have done, then we could have had a father and son pairing versus an all-female pairing.
Yeah.
And how often will you see that again?
Yeah. Unlike you, Jan, I will play in the competition to which my gender was assigned at birth, buddy. If you want to go down that track.
And also to say as well, Jojo and Camellia played each other in the South Island Ladies semi-final, and that went hill. Camellia, of course, won that match, went on to win the tournament. She beat Claire Shanaher in the final. But now they're playing together, and Camellia's a number of times she's actually made the trip down south to play in the South Islands.
Yes.
And I think this tournament, as I've said a number of times, is far better when you have North Island players come down and play in this.
Oh, yeah, bring it on.
I
We were
think
talking about
this
the other
tournament
day.
is made better if they play in it.
Yeah. Just block Jan, mate. We can't put up with that stuff on the screen.
Righty-ho, Ningy to break.
Right.
Let's get it on.
And a small one in the bottom left, bottom right, the other left. So the small ones are certainly under threat here. Easy starter.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
This looks like a training drill, doesn't it? Except you're playing with a second player. The 5 could be interesting though because it's away from the rest of the balls. For me, I know I'm here and there, but for me, I'd be looking to take that reasonably early and seeing if you can get back towards the other 3 balls. Obviously, you can't now, but if you can get position on it now and get back for the 6 or the 4, then...
Yeah, I suspect the 6 is seriously under threat now, then maybe the 5.
Just doesn't want to leave horrible killing. That's not the best, but
no.
Again, you just need to get yourself sort of middle table.
Yeah.
You don't need to be perfect on the 2 or the 4 here.
I think that's I was just going to say that was
Ningy.
absolutely manageable for these guys, but yeah, it's a commentator's curse before even finished the commentating.
Also got to remember that my screen's probably about half a second behind yours.
Ah.
So I'm going to need to be careful.
You get the draw thing though.
Yes, I do get the draw thing. Mia will be probably looking here the 15 and set Joe up on the 13 here. It's all right.
Yeah.
You can see she just gave it an
yeah.
She's wee bit closer to the 13 than she'd like, but
yeah.
She may even just draw this back if she can and leave Camellia the 13 to come back out for the 10.
Just a little bit of angle there. Might try running it through rather than drawing it back. Yeah, she's playing up the top of the cue ball. So
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She's going to try to split these now
Yeah.
because none of these really go.
Right.
Those 3 balls are dead.
Yep.
You need to move them.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't like it.
Well, Camellia's quite similar in ways to Jakob here because you see she's looked at the 13, she's decided, no, that's not my ball. I'm going to come back to the 10 or refocus and make sure you at least get a split.
Yeah.
See, the 9 and the 12 have ended up ugly in comparison to the cue ball, so now that necessitates the 13.
Yeah, well, then they're both still on in the respective bottom pockets as well, so the 2 small balls, so they need to do the business with this one if they're going to take the frame here. I mean, there's nothing really tricky, yeah.
One big shot. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. So that'll come nicely through off that 14 onto the 12.
Probably 14 to the 9. You want to pick the gap between the 2 and the 4 because it's reasonably straight. And then take the 12 last because it naturally leads up to the black. See, if she's low on the 12 here,
Yep.
Jojo will want to draw this back maybe about half the distance between the cue ball and the 9 now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's plenty of
And then
margin for
you'll-
error with that
yeah.
too, though. I don't even need, if you know, to draw this, it's not a straight shot, so it'll be coming off the cushion, I think.
Okay, yeah. If it's straight, then yes, it's a draw. Otherwise, it's just off the rail and try to leave yourself
Well,
roughly
otherwise, taking,
directly in line with
Yeah.
the 12,
Yeah.
so that you.
You could actually go either way there if you're so inclined. Oh, I just did draw it. It's not too straight, is it? It shouldn't
That
be.
looks fine.
Looks fine.
May need to.
That's fine.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just play a little stun follow type shot.
Yeah. Just like that.
Yep, exactly as drawn.
That was very businesslike.
Well, they're very business-like ladies. Now this for the first frame and the final. And indeed,
Yeah.
Yes, I confirmed it was based to 5.
So it is a race to 5. We have that confirmed. Ronnie Simons is our referee. I do want to say a big thank you to all the referees as well. All the referees, all the officials, all the tournament staff for putting in the time that they have to making this event as great as it can be.
Yeah, there'll be a few people out there wishing you weren't using referees and time in the same sentence, because they were quite, how can I put it, enthusiastic about the use of the stopwatch in the last couple of days. Mind you, to be fair,
That's the way it needs to be.
it needs to be for Scotch pairs.
That's the way it should be, that way all the time.
You can have lots and lots of discussion time.
I'm not Craig Steinmetz, but I'm not far off. This is going to be dry. She's hit that like a pack of mud, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's just the way she's looking back at the ball. She knows she's hit that wrong. Maybe the rack wasn't quite right as well.
Yeah, I think probably small ones that pick at the litter here.
So prize giving's being done in the room, but in a separate place. So we'll do the same. We've done the rest of the week on a separate stream.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we'll be doing is the prize giving will be on the tablet again, the same as the ladies' pairs and singles.
This has the makings of a snooker frame, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
looking that way very early, except obviously you don't have your reds and your colours. You've got different sets of balls.
yeah. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that shot was. Whether that was overhit or
I think he was trying to make the 3 on, or at least push the 3 somewhere to where you can manipulate the balls in the cluster, and make the 1 on and then get back to the 3 perhaps. But because he's basically killed the 3, he's killed any chance of that.
yes. So are we looking at a jigger shot here with the 11 or a fine cut on the 13?
Probably the 13. She may even look to go off the 1 here.
Yeah, at the very
Take the
least,
pocket,
disrupt the one at the least. Yeah,
See, that's got awkward value, doesn't it?
I think this after that break, this whole frame's going to be coming under the heading of awkward.
Yeah, but one thing that Camellia is incredibly good at, and Jojo by extension, is when frames are ugly like this, they're very patient. Because Camellia, of course, from the Cook-Wilkinson stable, very good at winning nasty or ugly looking frames. That's just the way that they play. I mean, you've got to be mentally tough to win if you're playing a Cook or a Wilkinson, especially if they're playing each other in Tokoroa.
Yes.
I mean, Jojo's from very much the same mentality as a player, which is why they actually match up together so well as a pairing. Because they're both willing to win ugly as well as to get the clearances that you expect. That there's nothing wrong with getting your fingernails dirty or getting your hands dirty to win a frame.
Well, you do what you need to do depending on the circumstances where the balls are, don't you?
She might even play deliberately to foul here. Yeah, she has. So the way the frame is here, I mean, it's ugly as sin. So
yeah, that clump of 4 beside the black is, that's betting they're not going to have an out on these. There's no plant on there at all.
No, I don't believe so, John. But you see, you may not expect this sort of shot either. I mean, it is just a combo because Jojo played her ball first, so it can't be a multi. But you see how that's changed the whole complexion of this frame? The pocket was taken by an under. Now it's an under.
Yeah.
Given away the combo on purpose, but there's no easy out on unders here. And see, Simon's taking a risk here. He's had to take a risk there to even have a chance of having an open frame for himself and Brendan, and he's and he's stuffed it up. He's maybe a little lucky that the cue ball's ended up where it has.
Yes, I mean, to all intents and purposes, that's a snooker on the.
No, it's
they're
not.
on the overs anyway. Yeah, sorry, that's the 9.
There's
isn't
no
there?
snooker there.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking that was the 1. It's actually the 9.
She's basically hard on 9. It can't possibly be a snooker.
No, I thought it was the 1. But if looking at the screen, not the overhead.
Get out of there. Woo, the train.
Oh, we would call that well judged instead of lucky,
Yes.
possibly.
Pulled up the handbrake at just the right time.
Yeah, no, that was the 9. If you recall, the 1 was the ball that went down from the to give the combo away. It's just that on the screen that yellow looks like it was the 1. So
Yeah, I can understand your confusion there.
yeah, some people are more easily confused than others.
Or fooled.
No,
It's a
Andy, it
good shot
isn't.
good shot from Ningy, actually, that. Because he's gone and got his 6 off the rail. Now that's in play. The 7 actually has a pocket too. It's just the 3 that could be a wee bit ugly. But there's a threat there on unders now. So you can see why Simon played the shot that he did. Even though he got really lucky with the cue ball, there was a purpose to the shot.
Good shot.
Jojo's played a goodie there. See, Camellia will be looking maybe to shift those 2 balls near the black spot.
Yes,
Maybe.
yeah. So Andy, if that was played, the 1 was played directly and intentionally. It's only a multi-combo, not loss of frame. So this, yeah.
No, you're looking at the wrong rule set as well. That's world rules.
Yeah, well, it's
Or international
just asking the
rules.
question, so explaining that rule. And these ins.
Oh, Mia, that's not what you'd have expected. She's got the split, and maybe like Simon, she's a bit lucky in that she's not left much.
Yeah.
So
It's not a lot of damage there.
yeah,
But definitely no snooker, no foul, just leaving a really awkward out with a 6.
oh, I see what he's. Yeah, the 5's nasty where it is. I see what he's trying to do. Oh, he's lucky that he got a piece because he actually looked like he hit the jaw. That could have easily been a needless foul there.
This could be quite costly in itself, that that shot there. Anyway, it was still 1 down in a race to 5. Why not have a go now? But that could have been it was a brave shot.
It was a brave shot. Not the first time in this frame he's played a brave shot. That's a beauty.
It's a beauty.
That's a lovely shot. That 9 might actually pass the 3 too. If the 9 passes the 3, it's even better for me. Because you can leave the 15 there and come back to it.
Yep.
You might even be able to, if it's straight enough, play the 9 and basically stop the cue ball there for the 14, because the 14's hard to get to.
Yes.
If Mia can spot Jojo on the 14 here, then she can take that, and the rest of the frame should be a lot easier.
Yeah, once that 14's gone, that black's on all around the table.
But she's missed it again. That's
again.
the second shot this frame that you wouldn't have expected Mia to miss from there.
Yeah, so this will just run through a little bit, and you'll be looking at the 7 in the bottom right.
That was excellent use of the black too.
Yep.
Deliberately ran into that for the position.
So enough angle
didn't
there.
hit it too hard that it blocked the 5 off.
Yeah. It's enough angle to come off the cushion back up, to have a look at the 5 or the 6, depending on how far up you bring it.
He'll probably look for the cue ball to go between the 9 and the 11 here, just so that he's not running into trouble.
Yep.
That needs to go. That's
It's not too bad.
not optimal, but it will work.
So your choice now is you take it off 2 cushions to come inside the 10, or you just cut it quietly and come back.
3 rails, I'd say, in and out of bolt.
There we go. Yeah.
Or even 2, like Brendan's just played it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's black may be on past the 14.
No, it's
not on
not
past
for
the
me.
11. So he's
It's
going
going
to
to
need
have to be a draw.
It's going to have to be a draw.
Same pocket, I would say. The 15's a pretty big ball too.
Yeah, he's playing it low down
yeah.
on the. He's playing it low on the cue ball, so he's going to draw it back. Oh.
Oh well, then how the tables turn.
Like a spinning top, the way this frame's going.
Yeah. Mistakes like that you wouldn't expect, shots that you wouldn't see played in other circumstances, and here's your wash. Obviously those 2 balls near the middle of the table could be a bit awkward, but they both,
Go.
the 10 definitely goes out of the 2. I think Jojo's thinking a little bit about how we're going to get on those.
I think she's possibly thinking about how she's going to get on the black, because that 15 going off 3, I don't think it is from that angle, but that was the only reason you'd play that shot, I would suspect.
Well, I think what she wanted to do is leave Mia the angle where she could hoof the black out here to come off the top rail or the side rail and kick the 8 away.
So this might be just an effort to push the 5 away. No, missed that. That wasn't far off it, because that would have cleared that pocket out nicely for the 8.
Yeah, she wanted to get it on the way out.
Yeah.
And she hasn't, so it's now still in that bad spot. I mean, they've got 3 balls to work out another route to it, which is an advantage. It's not like they have to play a big shot now. See, if she's got an angle here, what she does, she's got a slight angle here. Then Mia, if she's feeling up for it, can try to go off that left rail and boot the black up the bum again. Or no, she's actually playing the 9 here, so she might be leaving Jojo a similar type shot.
Yeah, just so she's got a chance to go. That's a nice angle, because that'll come down for that black. If you're playing the weight right, you're playing off the cushion back into the bottom right. Or on the side, if you've overshoot it a little bit, you don't want to underhit it.
The only problem here is the fact that Jojo's got to be playing north of the equator on the cue ball here. So she's got to place it, which she has done very well.
Yeah.
Couldn't try to hit the black away with any sort of spin. She had to place it somewhere.
So to my mind, this is going in the top right. It's going with a little bit of draw and bringing the cue ball back off the cushion to top. It's not a...
no, just splat it in.
Well,
splat it in, you've got a big pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even bother trying to play safe on that. Just pot it.
Yeah, well, different people play differently. I'd have been looking more defensively than that, because it's not a...
it's not a gimme. Pot,
it's not a gimme, no. I mean, depending on your ability and that, it might be, but...
If you're thinking too much about trying to position the cue ball for safety on that shot, you're already thinking the wrong way.
Oh,
you're thinking negatively because it's a very makeable pot. All you've got to do is put a good stroke on it and pot it.
Well, the other side of that
if it's a hard shot and you can get safe, then maybe.
Well, there is that. I don't know if you'd call that negative, because every time you play a shot, you're thinking
cue ball, look out.
You're thinking about potting.
How many balls went down?
Every time you're playing a shot, you're thinking about the pot and where you're going to leave the cue ball anyway. So I don't see the drama in actually just putting that insurance in for that anyway.
The only counter to that is the fact, I see what you mean, and I normally would 100% support it, But my only counter is that you don't have to play another shot after the black if you pot it.
No, that's absolutely valid if you pot it.
Well, yeah, but you in the final, you've obviously been playing well most of the day, if not all day, so you've got to back yourself 100% to make that pot.
Yeah. You can't argue with that side of it, but we're not in the final every day. You know, it's not like every game you play.
Some of us never get there.
No, but I mean, you like Hill or something like that, and you've got a different mindset than you 4-1 up or 5. You know, in a race to 5, it's the circumstances, isn't it? So, yeah, by all means, have a go and do what you need to do, but you really need to
just underneath.
Oh,
well then. Looks like she came off that ever so slightly.
Yes, a bit stretching a little bit too. Just breaching a long way around the table.
Yeah, it could also be the aversion to the rest that a lot of players seem to have. There's a lot of players don't want to use the rest for some reason. I don't know why.
Tall ones don't use the rest. Short ones use it more often.
I do think that being at least somewhat good with the rest is a requisite in this game. I'm not saying that she was deliberately trying to avoid using it. As Simon follows up Camelia's unfortunate miss with one of his own. It just seems that both of these ladies have a heart rate below 50 at the moment. Beats per minute, I mean. But I think that's something that you kind of need to have, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the highest pressure environment that you're going to get at this tournament is playing in a final.
It's
to
interesting
be able to
queuing
be
there.
cool with it, like they seem to be, and not be overawed by the occasion. They just seem to be able to go about their business the same way they would if it's an earlier grade match. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, the demeanour and mindset and the ability to keep it in the keep focused.
Keep it in the wheelhouse, right?
Yeah.
Don't try to overextend.
Overthink.
Yeah, know what's gotten you this far, and just stick to that.
So a little bit of two options here is just run this through nice, easy. Yeah,
On the 12,
that had a little bit of side on it just to drag that up. So you take the 12 and just run it through slightly past, so you get past the 4. Or do you actually screw it back into the 4?
That could be a slightly awkward 9 if you go run through.
No, so it'll probably be a stun and just push the 4 out of the way to leave it, because if you've got your cue ball round about where the 4 is, it's just a natural shot onto the black. So
she's going to try and screw it back here for that reason right there.
Yep, that's
because she's basically perfect on the 12.
Really well positioned
Looks
there.
like, I just want to go overhead to see if she's straight, and she actually looks like she's maybe going to shave the 4 on the way through, which would be fine because that will break the cue ball for the black. No, it was actually straighter than I realised.
Yeah.
But either way you slice it, that's looks like a room service black for Mare.
Yep.
Just needs to put it in. Oh yes.
Well,
they're going to have a lot of support.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
That's if they keep playing the way they are, then Simon and Brendan have got a hard row to hoe to come back to even here. Jojo and Mare are playing really well.
Well, they're not letting, as I said before, they're not letting anything faze them.
Well, they're not doing anything spectacular
They're
either.
not
They're
doing
just
anything
going about the business. Going about the business.
either.
Yep, just going about their business, making it look easy.
And there's been a couple of shots that Camellia has played where she's missed what looks like an open pot,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem to affect either of them. I mean, yes, the frames have been in their favour when they've done that, so the chance they get back to the table is quite high. But then they back to the table later on in that frame, and it's as if that miss has just been erased completely. It's back on the job.
Well, both of these ladies have been playing overseas in high-level competition, so you expect that that mindset would be...
That's not a great break.
no, it's not a great back. It seemed soft.
Well,
Soft with it. That, yeah, it's like a loose rack almost. Both of them have been playing high-level matches overseas, so that sort of professional. They've been exposed to that professional mindset.
but like Simon has, I suppose.
Yes.
You look at for the spare counterpart of that, it's Simon, and Brendan Ning's has played in some high-pressure games on a 9-foot table, hasn't he?
Well, Simon's after the double, isn't he?
Yeah, because he won the North Island Peers with Vince Tate last week.
No, Wells and Vince Tate won.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my bad.
it'll be the singles doubles he won.
Singles is the one that he wants because
Well,
he
once
won the singles and not Peers. Silly me.
He was playing with Baden in the singles. In the peers, sorry.
So, well, also because he's on to, is it number 18 or 19 for CNZ titles? That's the number he's currently on. Phil Wilkinson sits on 19 at the moment. So Simon has made a point about how Phil Wilkinson is seen as the GOAT of New Zealand pole, especially with CNZ, and how awesome it would be if he manages to overtake his 19 title record. Well, he's got the chance to, at the very least, equal that here, unless I've read that incorrectly, and this would be number 20 if he wins.
That was a pretty special shot there. That was really good. Just
Yeah,
clearing that 10 out. And that wasn't done anything other than just doing the, just a nice gentle position there. There was no smashing it or anything there. That's quite impressive.
Just subtlety, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's having the cue ball on a string, to be fair.
Yes, I'm being reminded of my idiocy. Thanks, Benny. This is going to be some sort of ball to get on here. That 13's got a lot of guards around it.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is going to have a little bit of... okay, they're just taking the medicine on it.
Yeah. It's similar to how the girls were playing, because it's an ugly frame. Just use that ugly frame to your advantage.
So it's not on for the face cut, even though they were pointing over there, so it's just coming off that...
Come off the rail.
Come
I
off
think
the
you
rail
said.
back into it, yeah. Yeah.
Just ugly it up, because remember, of course, if you've come from a 9-ball background, then there's no snookers.
Yeah.
Whereas you're inviting problems if you play this in 9-ball, or if you play this in... 8-ball on a 9-foot table, or if you're playing international rules. But in these rules, you can't snooker. That's a really good shot from JoJo, though. She's gone and seen him and
so
basically met his call.
so this one's just going to clear that 2 away from the 13 a little bit, just to give them some options and try and minimise what balls are going to be on for. I think it's JoJo's shot next. I think he's left that as a... Yeah, that's a snooker there. This can't see the 6 past that past the 8, even if you take the 3 away. So
yeah, exactly.
but it'd sort of be, yes. So put him in
Saying
again.
Put me in again. Yeah. I'd rather you put your ball in a bad place than
Yeah.
me potentially doing something silly.
Yeah, so if that 3's on past the 6, and I think it is,
Well,
you might have...
does it play in two ways here? Does it play because is the 8 out of the way enough, and also is the 6 not blocking the view?
I think
There's
that's
two ways here that this may not play.
Yeah, I
I
suspect
think
that's
it's
on. Yeah.
but it's very, very tight.
Yeah, there's not a lot
He's
of margin
dangled
for
the
error.
carrot here.
Not a lot of margin for error there. No, they've obviously decided that discretion being the better part of valour there.
Yeah, not even going to F with that. Because if you play that, try to pot it, and you don't pot it, it's either a snooker back, or you leave him a chance at a cut, or a double.
Yeah.
You're better off just doing what Mia's just done there and say, well, you left me there, you can deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no, Edwin. I mean, it's smart poll, is what Camellia and Jojo are playing. They're playing the situation very, very well. And when the clearance has been there, they've taken it. I mean, you look at the first frame, for example, and Simon and Brendan made a mistake. There was an open frame there. They took it. The rest of the frames have been relatively ugly in comparison, so Jojo and Camellia have played a more cagey style game, and they've done very well with it.
Yep, another starter there. So the 2 ball's going to be the tricky one if they keep working their way through this frame the way they've been going through the other ones. So,
well, Mia, I think looks like the cue ball will go directly into the 2 here, which will be great because if you can move the 2 away and maybe not disturb the 13, or even the 2 to brush the 13 out of the way, then that opens that pocket up, and all of a sudden there's a clearance. See?
yeah, just like that.
She's could play the 3 here and get back out of bulk, and then play for the 4 or the 2 or even the 7 here. So
Yes.
it's just going to have to be a one good long shot here.
Yeah, and it's not even a very, very difficult long shot.
Well, it's one of those shots that's different to the others, but it's the same idea.
Yeah,
And she's played that reasonably well, although she's maybe a wee bit short.
it's not terminal though.
No, it's not. See, Mia's even looking at the 2 here because there's that safety option if it doesn't go. If it does go, the clearance is still on.
Okay. Yeah,
See, this is potentially
that's
troublesome for them, even because if Simon can pot this, then he gives Brendan a shot on black. But
it's just
on the other hand, it's basically saying you've got to pot this or you'll lose the frame. That's a great shot.
yeah.
Now Brendan's just got to pot this and not foul.
I don't think he'll foul from there. Not unless he overhits it massively.
Yeah, so it
Dragging
didn't
one
quite
back.
work that time, but
Yeah.
you've got to give credit to Simon and Brendan there. They've hung tough in that frame, even though, yes, the opportunity was given to them, but a couple of really good shots when they were well and truly under the pump.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think Camellia and Jojo let them off the hook there.
Oh, I'd say definitely they did.
There was a finish there. That 2 should have gone.
I think Mia was playing 2 drop it, just knowing that it sits over the hole and maybe gives them another chance.
Oh, where that cue ball ended up was the problem for that, giving Simon an opportunity with that shot. It might have been better off playing the 7 or the one that was in the middle of the table, whatever it was, rather than that to my mind. But, coulda, shoulda, didn't, and they're there and I'm up here, so, it is what it is as far as that goes. You see the table different.
That's the one thing you've always got to remember, being a commentator versus being a player. Well, a player in terms of they're in the final and you're not. And the usual reason why they're there and you're not is because they've been playing better than you.
They play better than me, and they're seeing the balls better and working it out better. Yeah, but, you just see what you see and you say what you think, so, no. Yeah. If you don't like what I say, come here and do it.
Or fight me. Cashmere outside.
Oh, no.
Tony Pokinghorn. Obviously a big Mia and Jojo fan. That's not going to get there. He wanted that for the 15. That's why he's so annoyed with himself.
Yeah. But, there's other options on the table, though.
Yeah, but that was the ball to perhaps unlock the frame. You get the 15 and the rest of them are easy, or relatively easy, but now he's got to circle back to it, or I should say they have to circle back to it. That's the hard part. See, the clearance is still there. Let's not debate that. The clearance is still there, but it's made a hell of a lot harder by the fact that the 15 is still on the table.
Yeah, getting into it from anywhere else is... well, now's the opportunity. Yeah,
right there if you can, Brendan. Between the 3 and the 7.
Yeah, that's the line. It's going to go roughly on that line anyway. So
it's almost looks maybe natural with some top.
Yes.
Or if you have to, maybe a slightest bit of inside English. Because there are 2 lines of attack for the 15 as well. Brendan just pointed one of them out, as if you leave the cue ball somewhere between the black spot in the middle of the table, then there's a cut on.
See, they weren't playing to move anything there. They were just playing to get position on that gap.
Yeah, there was never a play to move anything.
Yeah.
It's basically see if you can fill at that gap.
So they're looking at off the cushion anyway there.
Yeah. Off the rails, a shot. Yeah. The ball's still on.
Yep.
It'll have to be a really good shot, but it's still on.
Yeah. That was a good shot.
He's played that well. So he's not made the pot, but the pressure is very much still on because he's left the ball near the hole. He's blocked a few balls off.
And there's nothing obvious as a starter there either, so it's going to take a good shot to get the starter on.
Yeah.
And the pressure's going to be on to pot the starter as well.
Yeah, this is not an easy ball to pot first start.
No, that black's not on past the 5 into the side. So there's still a bit of work to do, but depending on where the cue ball ends up, it's sort of doable. The only pocket it's on really straight off is without moving that 5.
You wouldn't want to play the 4 here.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because you'll move 5.
Yep.
If you're thinking defence here, so she's playing this basically straight, so she's going to draw it back. Look out.
Yeah.
Oh dear. You could see the idea though. See if you can get the cue ball safe, and if you don't, at least leave the black covered.
Yeah.
But I think she's failed on both counts there.
Yeah, Simon's wanting the cue ball out between the 5 and the 7 to go black into the same pocket. I think they're just better off taking the medicine and going in the other side. Oh, okay. Makes it work.
Enough.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure you get the cue ball out away enough from the 5. You don't graze it.
Yeah. Oh, the shot's easy enough within Simon's wheelhouse anyway, so. Just like that, back to 3-2.
Beautiful bit of inside English to avoid the 4 as well. Because a lot of players would have been looking at that 4 and thinking, oh, I don't want to hit that because there's a chance I'll push it into the pocket. But Simon knows that if he plays that with a squeeze of inside, he'll miss the 4. So all of a sudden we were 3-0 and should have been 4-0 up. Now it's 3-2. Jojo and Camellia still have the lead, but now it's just a single frame.
Yep.
So this is where you do get squeaky bum time.
Well, I think Simon and Brendan are throwing the game right back at Jojo and Mia. They didn't really give them a chance to do anything in that last frame.
Yeah, I don't think it was a stupid shot, Edwin. She just didn't play it very well. The idea was sound, the execution was bad. She wanted the cue ball on the rail, which she didn't get, but then the secondary was that the 5 was still blocking the 8, which unfortunately she didn't get because she just over-cued it. I would say that maybe the problem was the frame before with the way that Mia played that too. I mean, at the time, it's one of those big pressure shots that Simon has to play with what Mia left him. But as we know, Simon's a very good pressure player, and it told.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, I'll take you back to the first frame, Edwin. Brendan and Simon should have won that. They didn't, and the girls cleaned up. And then the 2 frames after that were really anyone's. They were both kind of messy. The 4th and 5th, the 4th frame the girls should have definitely won for mine, but the 5th frame was Simon and Brendan's to lose. So in a way, actually, 3-2 is probably about the right result at this point. It's just the way that we've gotten there, you wouldn't expect it to be 3-2.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I desperately need to go to the toilet.
Is to go then.
Have been for
Please
about
leave to
2
do
and a
that.
half frames.
John's working on the basis of liquid in, liquid out, so you're left with me for a minute.
We've got more viewers than last year's final.
So I'm being told by producer Paul that we've got more viewers than last year's final. 241 at this current moment in time.
Last year was 209.
So that's 209, so by my maths that's at least 5 more. Plus. Yeah, so that's all. That 311 clump is going to be interesting. Tricky little shot for that 11 on, but I think if Jojo's eyeing up that 14 at this stage, no. She's going to take the cut on. It's a bit brave doing that. So it looks like she's thinking about whether or not to take the 11 and go around for the 14. Yeah, okay. Just doing this, just going to have to travel. And that's... You may have got away with that. The 9's still there. Travelling away from all of your balls in a tight frame like... with tight groupings like that, that's pretty brave. It's not the sort of thing you do when you've only got 1 or 2 left on the table that are tied up, so there's still some opportunities there. So taking the plant on here, at the very least, yeah, okay. It's probably not the best result. I think the 9 and then 14 and getting the split on the 3 and 11 might have been the go, but it's they're probably playing the game a little differently to what I'd be doing. So it's reasonably easy starter here. So they're looking at putting the blocker in there. That one, it may go. I don't know why you'd want to do that at this stage. I think they're trying to buy a bit of time to deal with those 3 balls along the right-hand cushion. So they're just going about the business at this stage. I think that idea of the oh yeah, that's classy, right? So that 7's going to go on the side now.
Just come back from my liquid out.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect position.
Yeah, you play the 4 now. Get yourself straight. Oh, I was going to say straighter on the 7.
Well, it's all right though. You've got the 1 over the other side of the table, but either way, you've got a bit of work to do. You just got to work out where you're going to leave that cue ball to give yourself a shot on the 3-4 for the split.
I see what he's doing here.
Right. Yep.
I see what he's doing. He's gonna be a real nuisance here.
Yeah, well, they were lining that shot up right at the start of this. They just got rid of a few balls before they were working on it.
I can't. You're not going to win this frame potting out. So why don't you just be a nasty rat about it? Well, in the best possible way. If you can stick this right in front of everything, that'll do. That'll do.
Yeah. I mean, it ties the 1 up, but it certainly
you
puts
would never think that's a free ball, though, would you? That might actually be a free ball, would you believe?
Maybe the 14.
It's not the 11 that's the problem. I think the 11's definitely snookered. It's
the
14 I'd be looking at.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that before. I was thinking, oh, you play that shot there, yeah, it looks good, but the way these rules are...
I mean, what are you hunting for a free ball for anyway? You're not going to, buddy...
See, I asked him to play again, because he has to move the 3 out of the way.
Yeah, well, so what? You got the 1
because he
stuck
has to
in
move
there.
the 3 out of the way, and then that's one of your problems solved.
Yeah, you won't make him play again, because then you move the 3 out of the way.
Either way, I think you're moving the 3 out of the way.
Well, it is now, because it's no other shot option.
You can determine how it gets moved out of the way.
Yeah.
If you ask him to play again, he's got to play the 3. But if you play it normally, then you can play the 11, put the 3 somewhere horrible and move the 11 out.
I bet they sort of spend about half a nanosecond thinking about whether they're going to make him play again in that circumstance.
No, never.
They wouldn't, so I wouldn't even bother.
No, see, now the 11 actually plays somewhere, but the 3's still horrible. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Although now maybe Simon could cut this into the 13 and maybe push that 1 either near the pocket or somewhere where it's still a nuisance.
It's going off the 14.
He's looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see you play. I see you play. And I like it. And I like it. Ooh, now then.
Yeah, so this is a totally different ball game
now.
Now
then, yeah, because you can't snooker.
Yeah. Especially where that cue ball's ended up.
How willing are you to take a risk here if you're Mia?
Oh, you have to.
It's Mia's shot.
Yeah.
Do you try to play off the rail, slide off the 13 and either pot the 9 or put the 9 right over the bin?
Well, you've got no other option. That's the only shot you've really got on. The only dangerous thing here is you're pushing that 8 towards the corner pocket.
She's playing bottom, so she's
going to miss it. Well, only just missed it.
Oh no. Oh, I think that one caroms off the 9. Or does it carom off the 9? At the very least, it could go in front of the 9.
Probably will go, because that 9's going to be impeded by the 11, so it's going to stay there. So that will push that one towards the pocket. It's how much damage you do for the 3 for your next shot will be the problem.
There might even be a free ball as well. I think it will be, actually.
It will be, but...
Yeah, you can't get it all the way through.
Okay, well, can you
see
the 1?
You have to see the fine edge of that.
Yeah.
The 1 for me is snookered by the 13. So
Yeah.
definitely it's the 3 that he's looking at here.
You reckon?
As a snooker.
Yeah. So, what are they doing here?
Well, I see a black Q, so... Oh, that means nothing, because
No.
they've both got 1.
So
Mia's got 1 as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shot.
that's totally changed the face of this match. Now...
Yeah, well, this is now Brendan and...
Sorry, not the match, the frame.
This is now Brendan and Simon's frame to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that... It's that canniness to start with, to put the 1 there. And yes, Brendan might have made a slight mistake leaving the snooker. And Jojo... I thought Jojo still played a pretty good shot on the 11, just to move it away.
Yeah, she's going to tie the black up now.
Take the obvious pocket away. Yeah.
That's from the stats, mate.
Okay, so thank you, Alex Stones, coming in with the stats. If Simon does win this match with Brendan, this will be his 19th CNZ title, which would equal him with Phil Wilkinson. I knew it was either an equal or a pass. So this would equal him with Phil if he wins. Obviously, there's still a bit of pool to be played yet. He needs to go through all these balls now, which he has done. And very nicely, I might add.
Yeah. Undervalued. That's a very partisan thing to say. We've got a set of rules that is what it is. So
Watch the 13. It should be fine, but
should
still
be
watch
fine.
it.
Nah, it's no problem here. 13. What's the 13?
It's a number.
Yeah.
Here's
So-
a number, 3. Both sets of players are on 3. We're 3. Jojo and Mia were 3-0 ahead. Now it's 3 all.
Yes. So both of them are 1-3 frames on the trot.
Hey,
Yeah.
funny that.
Yeah. So,
I know what...
Yeah.
Again, I can see where you're thinking undervalued is. But what I would say to that is that because it's a distinct set of rules to what anyone else plays, you still have to make sure you're playing to that rule set. They may not be the best for TV, but it's what we've got, and you're seeing some of the better play to the rule set that you will see. It's not just about clearing frames. And this, you've got to be canny, but you've got to be canny in a different way because you can't snooker.
14 down in the side, right hand side, middle. Yeah, we suffer. Oh, I use the word suffer, but we suffer under the rule set we've got. I don't know if you call it suffer. It's a whether you appreciate it or not. It's what we've got.
Very polarising, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's whether it's for TV or not. If you understand the game and you appreciate the game, then it's made for TV. You know, if you don't appreciate the game or you don't like the rules, then you've got that jaundiced view of them, irrespective of they're on TV or watching it live anyway. So it's like it is what it is as far as the rule set goes. I mean, there's other options out there.
Okay. Well, I don't hate it. You see what Ningy's done there? Simon's probably been in his ear there to tell him, look, you've got a chance to shut something down here.
Yeah.
Now, Jojo, I think, I just want to go overhead very quickly, looks like she could maybe rub this one off the 13. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, at least promote
if you knew
it
what
up.
I meant.
Yep.
It sounded wrong, but that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Rub off the back of the 13 when you come off the rail.
Yeah, you're right, Brett, Edwin. It is only in New Zealand, but the other side of the equation is this other options now, and the
That's not quite
gaining
right.
popularity as well. So, I mean, the natural selection may or may not help the longevity of this game, whether or not it's taken over with international rules just through natural growth and development, or whether people just stick with it because they know it and like it, and the other ones that stay with it. It's a personal choice. If you don't like them, don't play them. You know, I'm not suggesting anything.
And if
like,
you really don't like them, don't watch them.
yeah, well, the stat side of it, I'm not suggesting don't watch it because you don't like them, because you're still actually watching the skills being applied. You know, you can't argue that. So, there's other options out there if you've got other preferences, and all power to you if you do have other preferences. Don't misunderstand. I'm not suggesting
Try to stack this.
yeah, this will go through there nicely.
She's going to try and stack it.
Yep.
There was never any... I don't think there was any attempt to pot that at all.
Yeah.
Because what would she have had if she potted it?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of Chinese snooker is what she would have left there.
Yes.
You stack that and now you've got a pocket covered. You've actually got some options. So, yeah, the 11 did go there, by the way.
Yeah, you'll have to explain that one, Edwin. I'm not really sure what you're on about.
You can play a double here on the 13. If you double the 13, you might even, because of where all the other balls are, you could even play it to try to leave the cue ball on the rail. I know, I see what the shot was.
Yeah, he's forcing that in.
Yeah.
I think the double might have been a good option there, unless you're thinking that the cue ball was going to travel into that too anyway. So, wouldn't it be going the other way if you're playing the double back into the top right corner? So,
there's a couple of times, this is the second time where Simon's had a goal in mind and hasn't quite achieved it. He was trying to tie the two up the last shot he played and it didn't work.
Mia's not playing his game.
No,
so
and neither should she.
Yeah.
Look, you've got a chance now. You've almost got a free shot to move stuff.
Yeah.
And she's actually played, for me, a very good shot because at the very least the 5 plays, the 6 may play, and where the cue ball is left, there's not much there for Simon.
Yeah.
So she's gone and made this frame to her advantage, to her and Jojo's advantage here.
Yeah.
Maybe now I think Simon might be looking to tell Brendan. Oh no, I was thinking maybe something to do with the black there.
Yeah,
it was actually the 4 he was pointing at.
Yeah.
He said, "Go and put this safe." I
safe.
thought perhaps he was meaning the black, but no, he was meaning the 4.
Yeah. The rules infantile. Not really certain that's the word I'd use.
No, I think don't think that's the word. There was a thought there. I know.
I know.
I just think the word choice wasn't quite right.
I know where you're going with that, David. I'm not arguing that at all. You did right. You can watch it for the fun of the competition and the exhibition of skills. But the rule set, yes, there's a lot of benefit in other rule sets, don't get me wrong, right? But these are the ones that we've got, and these are the ones we're competing with. But I don't know if they're infantile. I
think what he might mean is just too much tip and tap. rather than actually playing shots.
Yeah.
So you're going to try and put another cat amongst the pigeons here.
Oh.
Ooh, not like that.
Yeah, that's more like a bloody...
Oh, he's accidentally
Yeah.
detonated a bomb on himself.
Yes.
There's pieces of him everywhere.
Soiled himself there, really. Yeah.
I like that. It's better than anything I could have come up with. He's besmirched himself.
Yes. Yeah, that's probably keep away from the scatological references as much as possible. So, yeah, besmirched
Scat's
himself.
a card game, not a way of life. Right. Now, is there anything on other than the 6? Because I'm just looking at the 6 and where the black is. The 6 would be a good link ball for the black, and now she's going to have to play it.
Well, yeah. Oh no, that was that was an attempt to get that split on those. So on that, I don't know why you'd want to bother doing that because that black's on into the
so
side.
many balls.
Yeah, that black was on in the side anyway, or down the end. I don't know why you think you need to do that.
Yeah, but what I mean is, you could have hit the 10. You could have hit the 9. You could have hit jaw, but no, it flies straight in.
Wow.
Mate, you could argue whether she should have played that shot or not, or the way she did play it.
Yeah.
Maybe she probably did play the wrong shot, to be fair, because the black's still on elsewhere.
Yeah, right ball, wrong shot. Yeah.
But you've got to think to yourself, you'd be a bit unlucky to scratch from there. Right, where's this going? Is he going to be on the 9? Not quite.
Don't know if that 9's on past that 8, is it? Down into the... Oh,
No.
might be. Maybe.
With a bit of side.
Yeah.
But I think he was trying to get Brendan on it right
Yeah.
there and then.
Yeah, I think they'll be
Take
going
the chance
10,
to get on the hard ball
10,
when
15,
you can.
9 on the side here, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Try to leave yourself a similar kind of line to the one you've got here.
Yeah.
And obviously the straighter the better.
Oh, not quite. Not
That's
quite.
short.
Yep.
That's interesting. This could be squeaky. Now, which pocket do you like the most here? Being a 9-ball player, I'd say you'd be going for the top. Oh, it's no good.
Yeah.
He was perfect on the black if it had fallen too.
And it's a nice little bit of angle on that 3 to go down for the 4 as well. Yeah, so that's...
Ooh, you want to play this to not hit the 8 though.
If it does...
Play a Simon Singleton type shot. Bit of inside, just miss the 8.
It's playing a wee bit of right on the cue ball, so that's just travelled through there nicely. Might have wanted to be a little bit further out off the cushion, just to give Jojo a little bit more angle. But I mean, that's probably enough.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, she could probably top that through, and maybe come off 2 rails and leave leave Mia basically the blue, similar to the blue off the spot.
Yeah.
Oh dear. And that's sometimes what happens. You try to force it because you need the angle and you miss the pot.
Yeah.
Right, so which line does Simon want here for the 8? It does pass the 4. Ball near the pocket and the cue ball close-ish to the rail can be more difficult to navigate than you would think, especially when it looks like the natural line of the cue ball goes into the bulk rail. And to that I
Yep.
say I'll play the rail first.
Yeah, nice shot.
Beautiful.
Well, just like that, 4-3.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have seen it from where the game was earlier.
That was quite an entertaining frame for quite a number of reasons. On and off the table.
Were you talking about the shot where Jojo scratched in the middle pocket, or were you talking about the shot that she missed when the fall was the last ball? Kerry. Because either way, having to try to make the shot better or make the layout better on both occasions could have cost her the frame. Obviously, it could have cost her the frame the first time around, which it didn't. But then it certainly did the second time around. Of course, you'd be singing her praises if she'd potted that and been perfect on the 8. It's the duality of this game. And that's a dry break, and that's danger.
Yep. It's nothing really nasty here at all, to be fair.
Apart from the 15.
15-4 combo, but there's enough balls on the table to be able to get the split out of there anyway.
This is where Simon's usually very, very good, is just to spot the cue ball right where he needs to on a ball in a sequence. Because you take that ball away and it makes the clearance 10-20% easier. See, he's not happy with something there. Maybe it's just the layout of the table as it is.
Yeah.
Because the 11 as well could be troublesome, because yes, it plays bottom right, but you're again having to strain to get on it. Oh, look out, Brendan. Yeah. Dear, oh dear, you wouldn't pick it. Yeah, we were watching.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have picked it.
Well, where do we go here? Do you take deal with that little clump on the left-hand side now? Why not while you've got the opportunity?
I'm just wondering if
And
they
if
might
you
use
do-
that to stymie the progress of the boys here.
Well, you've still got to deal with that
Because the
four.
way these rules play, you can actually use a cluster of balls to your advantage.
Yeah.
Because she's taking the 11 because of the fact that it also is in the way of a lot of the routes that she'd like to have for the cue ball, as well as the fact that it did block the 7 off.
So I think that cue ball's going straight into the that clump now. That's not a bad angle. It's possibly a little bit acute, but not too much.
May go wide, unless she can hit the 5 and maybe rebound into the 4.
I don't know if it'll rebound into the 4, but it'll probably hit the 5.
But what I mean is 5 and then maybe clip the 4 on the way out.
Yeah.
She at least moved the 5 though.
Yeah,
She's
one
at
down,
least
one
so
to
she's
go.
given she's given another ball a chance to get that split on the 4. So this is where again you've got to be picky with exactly how you go about this, because if you try and do something rash, you move that 15 and you've not got a shot, or you miss.
Well, you're
You're
got
basically handing the frame to your opponent.
well, you've got a combo, so you use it as much as you can.
Well, I'm not sure whether she was entirely playing for that, but she'll be okay with it. She's achieved the major goal, which is to be on the 3.
Oh, I think they was trying to do something with that. The cue ball was going that way naturally. It needed to be something to deal with it anyway. It was only on in that top right.
She's going to miss the 9 and the 10 here, so she's jacking up slightly, so
Yeah.
she's probably going to squeeze it. Oh, no, okay.
Might have got away with it. Yeah, got away with it.
This to me smacks of they're not happy with how this is going, so we're going to maybe this shot or maybe the next shot look to squeeze it, to close the frame up again.
Yeah.
So it's this shot, which this could be a double on the 15. I can see what she was trying to do. So if it doesn't go and it sits right over the hole, then that's a bit of a buffer for later.
Yeah.
But again, it's giving them another chance to do something. So now it's similar for the boys. Well, until that happened, but
Yeah.
I was going to say they could have used a number of either of these two balls to maybe move the 15 or even leave it where it is,
Yep.
and maybe there was even enough room to play the 15 off the rails and just skid it off the 5.
Now's the opportunity for that. I think that 7 into the corner, and 7 into the corner. The cube. Oh, it's going the other way by the looks. I was thinking 7 into the bottom right. The cue ball's going into those balls, but it looks to me like she's playing it to the bottom left.
Yeah. She's going to
Yeah,
try and...
just safe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they'd be happy where that 7's ended up.
I think she might have... one of two things. Either it goes into that cluster or it goes near the middle pocket. Because if it goes near the middle pocket, then that's another ball to use to break it out.
Yeah.
If it goes into the cluster, then you can use the nasty table to your advantage. I just wonder now if that 9 is in the way. No, I'd say no. I think the 13 pot's here. Although he is
he's
taking the 9.
It's got the half a... Oh, yep.
Oh no, that's a great shot.
That's a good shot.
That's a fantastic shot. Because you're now closing more avenues,
Yes.
aren't you? You're actually you're putting the boa constrictor squeeze on the frame.
Yeah, not to mention the safety aspect of this as well. But that 5... I don't think that 5's on past the 7, is it?
I think it is. I think that's what she's playing for, or at least to stick it nearer the pocket.
Wow, yes it is on.
Oh, she didn't want it to go.
No.
Also, because of the fact that the cue ball would have been right on that rail where it's either a hard shot or no shot on the 9 and the 13.
Yeah.
So yeah, she didn't want that to drop.
So promoting that 7 down the rail, or up the rail in this case, not really going to get you any huge advantage.
No.
Does that line she's taking look like a face cut into that
Yeah,
other
it
side
is.
to me?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It is.
Not too far off it.
Well, she could have gotten a rub off the 13. That would have been helpful.
I think you're playing for the rubber.
Yeah.
Because that could have kicked the 13 safe. Yeah.
Yeah, 9's still on. A wee bit of adventurous spirit, and it's going in. The cue ball's going into that pair.
Hang on. I want to use it. I want to use it. Shush. Bit of side here off the rail,
Playing that, no.
but he's not playing it, so okay.
You could sign it to the garbage dump of history by using the garbage dump logo to get rid of it. There you go, John.
Now you...
We've got
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it was a fairly obvious looking shot, though. I didn't exactly need to draw it.
yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Both of those balls over pockets, so
Yeah.
you do wonder if you're looking at this and thinking if you leave Brendan and Simon only on the ball that's right over the pocket because it's harder to get position for? Or do you just try to stick this in the bunch, or do you stick it over the pocket? I think she was trying to go underneath the 9 there.
Yeah.
She was trying to go underneath the 9 and cause a bit of chaos, or maybe get something to go away.
So that 15's on for a double back into the bottom right now. No, he's looking for a kicking back out the other way.
Yeah, so he's not looking for the double
at
all.
No, he's looking to off the 9, bring the cue ball across the table and play the 15 onto the 11.
So pretty much the shot that I literally drew up just before. Thanks.
No, not... Yeah, sort of, except that the idea is not to get the split, but is to...
You hit the rail first and kick the 15 out.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hit... Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ground into it, but you still got it out.
Yep.
Which is the main thing.
Yeah, and this little sequence for the match, to be fair.
Ooh, look out for the 4 here, though.
Oh, that's going to work
Look
as a
out for
handbrake.
the 4. Yeah, but you might end up snookered behind the black.
Oh, there's a big gap in there.
I'm just saying, just
Yeah,
look out.
yeah.
You see, he's looking at it. How much is this going to play into your mind here? You want to spread wide of it, or do you want to use it? Oh, see?
Yeah.
Oh, see, he thought too much about it and he missed.
Oh, and we're all sitting on the edge of our chair now, aren't we? So that 4's not
See what happens when
yeah.
you just think a little bit too much about something. It just gets into your mind and it won't go away. It's
So-
like an earworm.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of angle on that 4 into the bottom right, so the cue ball's going to travel back up the table. And there's a hole in that side pocket beside the 15 for the 7.
I think
So
the angle's perfect for the 7
Yeah.
top left. Honestly do. I honestly do. Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, look out, cue
No,
ball.
that was,
That's going
yeah.
towards the 15. You've got to
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah, that needed a little bit more positivity there.
No, I think she was trying to leave Jojo basically straight on this so she could cue it and run through.
Yeah.
This isn't straight.
No.
This cue ball's going towards the 15.
Oh, yeah, I think that...
Can you can see the problem, right?
Oh,
Wanted to
absolutely.
be straighter.
Oh, I think she was trying to play it so that the 7's going in the
No.
side pocket anyway. But
Because all Jojo would have had to do is just cue it straight, run the white through, easy as. Well, in theory, easy as.
yeah.
But now she's got to be careful because she may knock the 15 in.
Well, she's
Knock the 15
it's
in.
got a wee bit of angle. She's going to come off the cushion on the bottom side of the jaw, so I don't think it's going to be a drama.
Well, she's going to play. She's going to play with draw here.
Yeah, well, has to.
Oh, look out!
Oh.
Oh,
So I mean, lucky enough not to give the combo away, but where these balls are, I don't think it's going to be a problem. It's moot anyway.
yeah. See, that's just what about. She was only about a full ball away from being perfect. There was Mia for position. If she'd been the full ball to the left, then all Jojo would have had to do was roll that in.
Yeah.
Because she's not, however, you're naturally running into the 15, and that's problems. So then Jojo's had to play the shot she's had to play to even have a chance of not fouling.
Yeah, so Brendan's just going to run this down the bottom cushion back up to the 8 and leave Simon a fairly simple black.
Good. This for the final. This for number 19 for
Yep.
Simon Singleton, and I believe this would be a first ever CNZ tournament major win for Brendan as well. Be 2 for 1,
Yeah.
yes he does.
Well, 3-0 down, coming back to 5-3.
The postman delivers on a Wednesday. Along with his able sidekick Brendan Ing, well done to the two of them. Commiserations to Jojo Coleman and Camellia Cook. But had a chance to make history themselves there, and
Yes.
maybe will rue what they left on the table, but they can be mightily proud of what they've achieved today.
Yes, they played very well all day. It sounded a bit like a platitude, except
And
that-
it was.
yeah, and it was.
Let's
Just
be frank.
filling in the gap between John's sentences with anything that comes to mind. So anyway, we're going to close off this. We'll be jumping back on the stream with Paul, the producer, and his magic tablet shortly. So for prize giving.
But yeah, no, I just want to say before that, if I don't get a chance to say it later, thank you all of you for watching. We got 285 views at the very max, which is fantastic for this stage of this tournament. So thank you to the lot of you for tuning in and watching and listening. Thank you again to the referees. I see Ronnie brushing the table diligently again.
So the next streaming will be Saturday from all day. So that's the main and
The Saturday, I should say, yeah.
main and the flight and whatever's left over from the plate and the trophy and trophy flight from Friday afternoon. So
You're right, Kerry. Famously, but we need to go. But thank you all for watching. Ka kite. See you next time.